Okay, so Kate Middleton, a lot of allegations are going on in regards to her health, her physical health, and what is going on. Let's clear some things up because I'm very confused. Hey guys, it's Markle. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. First and foremost, a large people online are having discussions in regards to Kate's health and how it's been reported that she has physically deteriorated and that, potentially there is brain damage, potentially, there were strokes that she has experienced and faced. It is being discussed online by a lot of people that the Spanish press are reporting this. Now, because the Spanish press originally reported that she was in a coma, a lot of people like to use Spanish press, in my opinion, as buzzwords, because I have not seen any source of information, article, piece that can be related to this new allegation that she suffered from brain damage or a stroke in any capacity. I don't know where this has come from. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know where the story has been uprooted from, because in order to state this, you then need to have a source, an article to credit this. Nowhere have I seen has any format of the Spanish press reported that she has experienced brain damage. The individual, the journalist, Concha Calleja, was the first person who came with this story that Kate Middleton is in a coma and that she's not feeling well. She was the one who came with the story because I believe she has royal intel and good sources, as her track history shows. So she came with this information in late February, early March. She then came back and did an interview and doubled down on this, that something was unwell. We've already discussed that. Concha Calleja has not come out to state anywhere publicly that there has been an incident where her health has deteriorated and she had a stroke and brain damage. There is nowhere that Concha Calleja has said that. So when people are stating, oh, the Spanish press are stating that, where? What Spanish press? Where are your articles? Where are your sources? Because I know that this Kate Middleton situation, the Buckingham Palace have basically left us in a dark tunnel and we have to figure this out ourselves. But at the same time, we can also get lost. And I feel like that is what is happening now, because I'm not seeing any sources from the Spanish press claiming that they know that she has had brain damage or a stroke. It's a significantly huge, report to make as of fact when we don't know it to be as of fact. Or we don't know it to be that anybody is even reporting this as an allegation. So I don't know where this has come from. Honestly, I'm very confused. Concha Calleja has not said anything. She came out, said what she felt like she knew. She came out again to double down in March. She hasn't come out to say anything else yet. And I don't think that she needs to. She doubled down for a reason. Once you double down, like if you go on her profile and her Instagram and her YouTube and everything and all of her formats, she's not speaking anything in regards to Kate Middleton in the past 48 hours, let alone the past month from when she doubled down. So I'm very confused by this whole, she has XYZ, she has stroke. Like, we don't know that. The Spanish press, guys, are not categorically reporting in any capacity that she's experienced a stroke or brain damage. Now, I wanted to park that because I haven't seen that, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong. And if you want to correct me for being wrong, post a link, an article is source that is current in the past 48 hours that Concha is reporting that this is what she knows. Please do, then I would absolutely stand corrected, but there's nowhere to be seen. Like, we can't spread false information. It's very frustrating. That's why I created that deep dive timeline video, because that is of factual information and makes us more clear. Now, it is interesting because, I believe she's in a coma, potentially. I don't think the Spanish press are lying from when they did report that in February, because Angela Levin recently came out again to speak out, and she, missed her words and said that, when Kate Middleton comes out of, and then she was like, oh, when she gets better.
This might be very nasty of me, and I don't mean it that way. Princess Catherine will be coming out of, we hope,
hopefully,
that she will be coming out of her time of getting better, and she will be working a bit.
I'll find the clip and post it. What do you mean by come out of? Like, what does that even mean? Now, upon doing my own research, there were some doctors, cancer experts, who were just discussing Kate Middleton in some kind of podcast early April, where they were stating that they believe that, Kate Middleton may not want to be seen herself because of experiencing some form of blood clots, or perhaps she had some recent surgery or something that we don't know of, and therefore that is why she doesn't want to be seen and potentially could be in a coma. That's what these doctors are also discussing and talk about.
the most common injury in her age group for women in their 30s and 40s is blood clots. She may have suffered a stroke. She may have suffered blood clots, and if she did, I could understand why they would want to keep her out of the public eye, why there's no photographs of her that have been released, because if she's been a stroke victim, for example, maybe she's in a coma still, or maybe she's had facial paralysis that is very obvious. So a lot of speculation right now. We don't know.
Now, when Kate Middleton came out in that video, whether we believe it's real or not, and stated that she had cancer in some form, there were doctors on CNN who were discussing that preventative chemotherapy doesn't make any sense, and that they would have found the cancer cells in her body prior to any form of surgery. So her stating that they found it after doesn't make medical sense to those doctors. I'm not a doctor, so I can't provide medical expert knowledge on this matter. I simply can't. But I just think that we need to stay on track when it comes to this conversation and talk about what we're seeing publicly. This is the issue. Buckingham Palace have kept everybody quiet. They have a notorious history of lying. They posted a fake, picture of Kate and William on Mother's Day, and then some weird lie of Kate editing. So once you do that, you're no longer a trustable source, so then nobody can trust you anymore, which we've seen with their constant recycling pictures and fake videos. So now people are just in a frenzy and believing everything from what they're saying. There was even a report on TikTok by people stating that they are saying as fact that Prince Louis has cancer. What the hell are you talking about? Or how do you know that? You're just saying it. And I've noticed that a lot with social media as it's growing, as AI is growing, people are just making up information out of nowhere, and to scare people, to people in a frenzy, in a shock. And in doing so, everybody's confused, everybody's in hysteria. We need to stay grounded when it comes to this conversation of Kate Middleton, please. The Spanish press recently are not reporting on brain strokes anywhere from what I've seen. So correct me if I'm wrong, with any source, which is nowhere to be seen. Concha Calella was the Spanish source when it comes to discussing her being in a coma. Concha Calella has not said anything in any capacity about brain strokes or, damage or brain damage and strokes in the past 48 hours as people are claiming. So I'm very confused. Angela Levin hinting to a coma is odd. Doctors stating that potentially she's experienced blood clots is odd, but I can source that information. I've stated that, and I've sourced that to you, that this is where I'm getting the information from. I'm not saying anybody stating, oh, she went through a stroke, the Spanish press was reporting it, here's the source. They're just saying it. I don't understand, guys. I have been thoroughly following this Kate Middleton saga from January, early February, I would say, in that, mode. So I would know if this was going on. I would know. I have heard from plethora of doctors that are consultants who've told other junior doctors that know the consultants of Kate Middleton's doctors. It's all in the world of doctors. They all know what's going on with Kate. She is alive. That's what I've heard, and that things were removed. That's all I can really say. I don't want to go into the intricacies because I don't care to know the intricacies of the medical history. We're all entitled to our medical privacy, whether we like or dislike Kate. From what I've heard, things were removed. She's in a very weak position, but she is alive. That's what I've heard from doctors who know the doctors that helped manage and govern what Kate was going through. And I have a history of people in my family, in friends who are consultants, doctors, and they have stated to me that they have heard from doctors who are Kate's, that has gotten around all hospitals all over London. People need to understand, I'm from London. Buckingham Palace is 20 minutes away from me. It's not far. These places are not far. I'm not from somewhere else abroad. I'm not from, the north of the UK. I'm not from, I'm from London where all this is going on. So if doctors all over London are speaking about this, they probably know because the doctors who dealt with Kate are also in London. That the doctor community is very small. So when I'm being told that doctors have heard from other doctors that govern Kate that, things were removed, she's in a very weak position, I believe that as first-hand knowledge. That's what I personally believe. I'm not saying that you guys can choose to believe it. I'm not going to publicly state things as fact, for, just to protect yourself when you report on things. But we need to just be careful when we speak on this conversation, because for her to be reported as brain damage and strokes is a serious, strong allegation. And I have not seen that anywhere. I don't know. Please correct me. I'm asking you guys to put sources in the comment box below if you guys have accurate sources. But Concha Calella, who uprooted the story, who's a Spanish journalist who uprooted the story that Kate is unwell, that Kate is in a coma, Kate's team have been lying about reports, which she said in interviews, and she doubled down on it, has not said anything about brain damage and her experiencing strokes recently that everybody is now in hysteria of anywhere. To me, from what I've seen in my research, it is false information. Let's stay grounded, please, when it comes to this conversation. Let's stay grounded. Meghan Markle has confirmed, it's been confirmed by UK journalists, and it's been confirmed that she's not coming to the UK. It was all in comments of, she might announce it just as Harry returns to the UK. It's now been confirmed that she's not returning to the UK, and I'm glad. She doesn't need to come here. They want her to come here so they can use her for clickbait. The people in the UK love Meghan Markle. They love her more than Kate. They love her more than Queen Elizabeth. They love her more than William. They love her more than anybody in the royal family in history. They even love her more than Diana.
Oh, come on, Richard. That's only because the paparazzi aren't interested in trailing Sophie of Wessex around, because it doesn't sell newspapers, and you know it as well as I know it. You can't say Meghan compared to Sophie. It's not. It's like comparing a Ford Fiesta with a Lamborghini. I mean, the two, forgive me, Sophie's a good egg. And the royal family needs, good, hardworking, loyal people. But Meghan has star quality, which is why we keep talking about her, and we keep coming back to Meghan. Because let's face it, we all miss her a bit.
They love her more than anybody. It is a fact. To love somebody is not always a positive thing. To love somebody can also be an addiction. It can be you can hate to love somebody. It can be stalkerish behavior. And this is exactly what Meghan Markle is getting. She is the most popular member of this family, far beyond Diana, far beyond Elizabeth, far beyond King Charles, far beyond, anybody's beyond Camilla Charles, but far beyond a lot of people, because she is the only melanated person in this family, the only person of color, a biracial woman in this family, in the royal family, in history. And we know that the UK absolutely hate and loathe that. The amount of articles that are being produced on Meghan Markle is in history, far more reported than anybody else. It is a statistical fact. She is the most popular, loved individual of this royal family. But to be loved is not a positive mode. To be loved can also mean that people love to hate this woman. They love to write hate articles on her. They love to make money out of writing hate articles of her. And this is what they have been doing since she was married into the family in 2018 up until now. So much so that the UK press is in hysteria, mass reporting that we must feel empathy for Kate Middleton and must give her privacy and not speak about it. We should be ashamed, but simultaneously they are hate reporting on Meghan Markle at the same time. Mass reports have been and articles have been released. Nearly one article every hour in the UK alone, even since the day that Kate announced that she had cancer via her AI or not AI video. That is absolutely insane. So we need to understand how the popularity of this woman, that people in the UK have a significant addiction to her, want to hate her, and that's why they love her. You can love to hate something. We love to hate specific trash shows. We want them to come back so we can binge watch and hate comment them. We love to hate XYZ. The UK public love to hate this woman. They love to. And for me, it is sometimes frustrating to see content creators, YouTubers, anybody with a platform on TikTok, Instagram, who speak on the Meghan Markle situation and are white. Why? Because listen, no matter how much of you're a liberal white person or not, you don't experience racism. You don't know what racism is. And so therefore, when you are discussing this conversation, there's a depth of relatability that you will never experience, especially as if you're not a person of color in the UK, which I definitely am. And I can understand the subliminal institutional racism that one feels in this country. So being in the royal family and then a person of color is a death sentence. Absolute death sentence. If she had not left and Harry had not saved her and she did not save herself and get out of this damn country, she would be in her grave. That is an absolute fact. Look what they did to Diana. Like, guys, come on. And now where the hell is Kate? Like, let's be real for a minute. Let's break down this for a minute, because it really pisses me off when I just saw a few people, just a few white creators, just speaking on it, and it just shocked me because I didn't think that they would come from, with these narratives. But it's like, you don't experience that level of oppression. So what are you even talking about? Like, your analysis is limited, restricted. And even now, there are going to be people in the comment box below saying, whining and saying, Murad, no, you're playing the race card. No. No, it's an institutional fact. Look at the history of this empire, of this country. Everybody complains that, why are you coming into our country? So many immigrants, so many people of XYZ of color. First and foremost, before I get into this narrative, everybody's an immigrant. I hate the fact that, you know, white people in Dubai are expats, but everybody else is an immigrant. No, you're all immigrants, beloved. Let's just clear that up. But I wanted to make everybody, you know, coming into this country is an immigrant. No. XYZ. Look at the history of your country and question to me, why were you in my country before I was even in your country? Do you understand? Let's get it, don't get it twisted. Why were you in my country, stealing my land, stealing my agriculture, stealing the wealth, stealing, you know, art, stealing money? It's such a significant level, and you don't even know what country I'm from at this point. I could be naming hundreds of countries that this country has stolen from in history. So when you do things like this, there's always going to be a boomerang effect coming back at you. Don't be mad at people coming into this country via whether boats or not, because you are coming into their countries, effing them up left, right and center. And so it all links and connects and relates. Meghan Markle, for example, not coming to the UK and wanting to go to Nigeria, she was dragged left, right and center in this country. Why would she want to return? Please, I really want to understand. What did she even do? I don't understand. Even if she has knacks and annoying things and can be an annoying person, so can anybody else. It doesn't justify any type of treatment this woman had received, and it boils my blood how much she had received in this country because of the palette of her skin color. Absolutely. And you can't say no, because Kate Middleton is a direct comparison and she was treated far less, even in this moment. Because if there was Meghan Markle who suddenly disappeared and things happened to her, the press would be, UK press would be dragging her every single day, left, right and center. It's insane to see, and the people who don't want to see it, they live in denial, and you can't argue with them because they don't have common sense. If they don't have common sense, how can you come to a byproduct? How can you come to a conclusion? How can you come to something accurate? How can you come to something logical? It doesn't make any sense. So I know there's going to be people in this comment section cutting me up left, right and center, but it just doesn't work like that. I'm so sorry. That's just not the reality. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's absolutely insane. Like, I'm not saying people can't critique Meghan. Anybody is entitled to be critiqued, whether you're in this family or not. But we all know there's an obsession of racial hatred that has been going on for so long that even when this woman came out with her baby, the fact that they were putting monkey images replacement as her baby is disgusting. Let alone people in the establishment questioning her skin color, Archie's skin color, like anybody needs to even care about that. The royal family have no training. They have lived significantly large privileged lives. They're guarded. They don't know anything. That doesn't mean that they should be excused. It just means that they are pathetic and they are extremely ignorant. And I'm so over this monarchy. Like, they've just been stealing things left, right and center from everyone. They've been stealing money. Like, it's just left, right and center. I'm just over it. The monarchy is crumbling in front of our faces. And finally, thank the damn Lord, is crumbling in our faces. All of this hate that she gets when there's a known paedophile in this damn family is insane to me. It's just insane. I'm just sick and tired. This video was not meant to be 20 minutes long. Why am I ranting for so long? I don't understand. I just wanted to get, sometimes I don't script none of these videos. I turn the camera on and I'm just talking. So I don't know why I've gone into this tangent. This video was only meant to be about Kate, but suddenly now I've gone into this stuff with Meghan because it just pisses me off that people just talk. Like, why are you talking? I don't understand. Like, why are you talking? Like, the amount of hate this woman has gotten, Meghan, is insane, and it's just people don't want to see it. And it's just like, are you okay? Like, I don't understand. And the gaslighting that comes with it is just exhausting, man. Let alone for her. Anyways, Spanish press reporting that she has brain damage and stroke is false information. It's not true. It's nowhere to be seen anywhere. I haven't seen it anywhere. I stand corrected. If you want to post articles and links that are current in the last week of April that Concha is stating this, then I can stand corrected, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. Doesn't mean that it can't be true, because it's absolutely believable that something might have happened to her, because at this point, look how much they've lied. It is believable, absolutely, but I'm not seeing it anywhere, guys. Let's just please stay grounded when it comes to these conversations. I hope Kate is safe for the sake of herself and for the sake of her 3 children. I really do hope, because if this is now getting to that point where, you know, things like this are like, I don't know, the things with this royal family is just dark as hell. It's just very dark. And when you look at people like Camilla, who has survived so well and has glided through so effortlessly, what did this woman do? What did this woman know of that things were going down that she didn't care about in order to make herself look great? Because at this point, you're going to do some shady, dark shit to be at the position that she's in. If Harry's book Spare wasn't enough, guys, I don't know what is. Because he's actually the royal bloodline, part of the royal family. He was there. You were not there. You are not part of this family, babes. I'm so sorry. I'm talking to people who don't believe what Harry's saying. He is part of the royal bloodline. He is part of that family. I don't understand this fanatical addiction to just disliking Meghan. I don't understand. And I saw from loads of people, even on Big Brother the UK, like I was just Sharon Osbourne, Fern Britton, all of them stating Harry's a good egg, but that Meghan, we just don't like her. Why? Let's get to the root. Why don't you like this woman? I don't understand. What has she done? I don't understand. It boggles my mind. What has this woman done? Please, somebody tell me, let me know. What has she done? Let me relax and go have some pizza. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. Free Palestine all day, every day with my absolute chest. Taking stolen land. It is Palestinians' lands and nobody else. Whether you dislike it or like it, I don't give a damn. It is Palestinians' land and only Palestine. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video. This was a lot.